I think at this point in the world, just everything, I think we've entered an era of, as far as just for the world over and just for the world itself, I think we've entered an era of what I would call palliative care, to say the least. Um, I look horrible. I look beyond horrible because um I mean, look around you. Look at me. Um I think we're just doing maybe we realize there's no hope. I don't know. I think we realize that when we look at everything around us, we try to make it better or whatever, or like we hope for something better, that the ideal, even just for something that's realistically okay to live in, decent to live in, of a world, and we just don't have that. Um, but I'm I'm close to being evicted. I my mother, she's not, she doesn't have anywhere to live. She um I'm not laughing at her, I'm laughing with her because I'm about to be the same way. But she she's literally sleeping like there's just fucking there's this thing with like a whole bunch of like a kind of like a warehouse, and it has all these pallets and boxes, and I don't know what their industry is or whatever, but that's where she's sleeping. And she's got a couple sleeping bags that I brought to her because they brought them to her, but I kept them kind of. I gave one of them to somebody else that asked and mentioned that they really would need one, and so she got hers. And but my mother, I gave her both of them. And honestly, at this point, I'm probably gonna be using the other one come probably right around like the beginning of next month. Like, give it a few days, and then it'll be, yeah, I'll be in the same way. But um, like I went to the library today. I was trying to find her because her place that she thought she would be fell through. Um, she well, first I should back up. I shouldn't even be saying this, most of this shit. But um, the like I went. She told me to meet her at a certain place. I went there, tried to see where she was, and I figured she probably wouldn't be there. And I thought she would be somewhere else, so I went to the library. I will go into the library. I asked a man who doesn't know, or probably more like doesn't remember my mother, because he's old. He's an older man. He's like 60, 65 or so. Um, I do that a lot. I have traits of Tourette's syndrome and a lot of a myriad of other stuff, but um, I don't know how to fix this. But yeah, I got talking with him, just asking him if he had seen her, and he hadn't, of course. But he offered some tea, and I like, well, not offer. There was like a little like bowl of it, and so I was like, oh, what the heck, I'll take some. And it's all the same tea. It's cozy tea kit, strawberry chocolate. Um, um, it's like they don't usually, like, I don't know, like people like the energy, certain energy I get from people. I'm not a Christian. I'm pagan. Like whatever whatever I am, I believe there's something, but I don't have enough time and resources, and let alone most of all money. I mean, just just do anything really, except for survive and try to keep up on current events. But um, yeah, he's just like, here, I mean, take some tea if you need. And it's just kind of like honestly, tea is actually a very like I like tea. I never liked tea until a few years ago, and honestly, I it's such a good thing. Like it actually just kind of makes things okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just like, here, have some tea. We don't have long anyway. We're in a failing environment. We're probably about to go into the Third World War. We're just everything that could be, just suffice to say, everything that could be going wrong at this point in this country, just the world, just existing is going wrong. And I mean, we already have a blockade of a country that's not even 200 miles from, they say 90 miles, I don't know, roughly 100 miles from us, 100, maybe 125, 150 miles from us. We're blockading it. We have for 60 years, nearly 6 decades. But the real question is, we've just, it's taken its toll this year or last year, or I don't know how long these issues have been going on. I'm not, I don't keep up with every single thing, but I keep up with enough to know, like, when I read something, it's going down. Like, it's, if I'd known, like, more and more every day, even just every hour, things are just coming into perspective for me. And had I had that perspective 10 years ago, alone, say when I was like, what? I mean, 13, 12, 13, even like 16, even when I turned 18, I wouldn't, I would have done things a lot differently. I, but then again, like, I don't know if I would have had the mental health, or is it, I probably would have sent myself insane. I dropped out of high school. I'm 24. I'll be 25 this coming June. And I don't, there's just no, I no longer feel that there's, unless some kind of substantial social material change happens, I don't know how to say it. I'm just, so I won't say it. You can just find it in the title or whatever. And don't call me a, what do they call it, pessimist, or even a optimist, because I'm not blindly optimistic, and I'm just pessimistic overall. I'm just either realistically optimistic, or I'm just realistic. And right now, I Peep, my cat, she's the sweetest, and she just knows. And she's sitting here, and she's my sidekick. Her name is Jade. She is a very, very sweet girl, and I think she knows that, but she likes to get a little bratty sometimes, so, but that's okay. She's just the sweetest little thing. She really helped me. She's really helped me ever since I got her. She's the sweetest baby. get a little tail going. I don't know, like, do you see that when the tail's going, they're pissed off or whatever, but, I mean, she probably is a little, I don't know, but, just have to wait, I don't know. She probably senses things differently than we do. Of course they do. They're cats, they're animals, they're on a different wavelength than we are. I think they call it source energy, but, well, it's just not for me to decide what all these things are called. They call it, people might use one name, another name. It doesn't matter to me. I just call it what I feel applies most accurately or whatever. But, yeah, there's, I, um, yeah, there's just a lot more going on, and I don't even know if I feel comfortable saying every single thing that's going on, but, yeah, there's a lot of corruption, and just not things that wouldn't. I don't even know if I believe in the term politically correct anymore. It's just stuff that shouldn't happen, and it's happening, and people. It's just like deal with it, or you're just gonna get arrested or get beaten by us, or whatever. I don't understand it either, and I don't assume that I wouldn't assume that anybody else does, but yeah, I don't know. I decided I put all my thoughts in a video here, and hopefully we have a couple court cases coming up against this corruption, and you can, if you know me, or if you know of me, or you've met me before, and you still have an idea where I am, whatever, you'll probably figure out where I am, but just whatever, just figure out who I am, or whatever these people do these days, and I can't assume that you're on the right side of history or the wrong side of it. I don't know, but I do know one thing for certain. It's a big club, and we ain't in it. This has been me, and I'm signing off, I guess. Stay safe, stay warm, and y'all have the day you deserve, I guess. Oh, baby.